Dandadan. Is Dandadan one of the best romantic shonen mangas? Has it got the best romance in a shonen manga? Now, I love Dandadan. I really do. It's like one of the best shonen anime that has come out in recent years. I love the fact that it's actually got ghosts and aliens, and I'm totally into that stuff. I'm into occult, I'm into folklore. I love ghost stories, the magic abilities and the powers they have. I completely understand it. I get it. Curses, barriers, psychic powers, telekinesis. I freaking love it. I also love the humor, the comedy, and the art style and animation is superb. Dandadan is one of the best, and if you've clearly not watched it, you should. It's everyone's talking about it, so go watch it, you know what I mean? But my question is, which I'm noticing a lot of videos on, is the relationship between the two characters, two heroes, the boy and the girl, Otakon and Momo, and they have a good relationship, and there is romance elements in this. It is a battle manga, a battle anime, where it consists of fighting monsters. Sometimes it's monsters of the week, or sometimes it's an overarching villain, and there's a lot of action set pieces. Battle manga is really popular in the genre of shonen, such as Dragon Ball, Naruto, My Hero Academia, One Punch Man. Like action sequences and fighting, it's just really popular in the shonen genre. There is battle manga. Most of shonen manga is in the West. That's popular is battle manga. Having said that though, like even though shonen manga is primarily focused on like action adventures and battle manga, fighting monsters and stuff, there's like also different diversities and different categories as well in shonen manga inside Japan. You also have shonen comedy, shonen crime, romance, slice of life, and shonen sports manga. But recently I've been seeing like these people saying it's the best romance or best relationship in a shonen. And although that's subjective, I have to admit it is subjective. You may think it is, like don't get me wrong, I love it as well. I think it's great. But to say, is it the best romance in a shonen manga is very disingenuous and, in my opinion, ignorant. Because there's different types of shonen manga, as I mentioned, there's crime and romance and sports. So when I told a friend this, that the internet seems to think this romance in Dandadan is the best romance ever. And my friend said, wait, have people not heard about Tenchi Muyo, Ranma Half? And it's true. I'm like, I read all sorts of types of manga and like into all sorts of anime. And when I see there's a genre called shonen romance, which is romance aimed at boys, like for the boys audience. So these stories kind of consist of like a boy who's a bit timid and shy and he has a crush on a girl. And sometimes it's like a really hot, sexy lady. And you have like stuff like this. My favourites are Eyes and DNA, which is amazing. With DNA about a girl in the future, a time traveller, sexy lady coming to the future to stop this Giga Chad from mating with other women. But it turns out the Giga Chad is just this timid, shy boy who isn't really all that popular with women. And that's a great story in itself, how it unravels into that. You also have Eyes as well, about a boy who has a crush on his swimsuit graffiti idol classmate, and that deals with stalking, obsession, and friendship, and you have like such stuff as harem manga as well. The most popular one that really set the bar was Tenchi Muyo. So there is actual romance manga out there, like Call of the Night as well. So when I see people say it is the best romance, or I'm like, wait, it's good. I like it, and I love my romances. I love like drama and stuff. But to say it is the best romance in a shonen, maybe it's the best romance in a shonen battle manga, but it is not the best romance in an actual shonen manga when we have shonen manga about romances and relationships. When you have stories as Noso X Kimi, Mysterious Girlfriend X, and Eyes is just incredible. Honestly, that's like my all-time favorite. I'm gushing over it. Like, just the art style, it's glorious. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this is kind of ignorant to just say that. And, you know, I know, like, especially Western anime fans, like, I don't want to say bad, but especially when it comes to Westerners and American audiences, I feel there's an ignorance there when it comes to shonen. Like, don't even get me started on the ignorance of Dragon Ball fans and, like, this whole revision history thing of people saying, like, without Dragon Ball, you wouldn't get anime. I'm like, well, that's not true. You have Osamu Tezuka and you have all these other great manga artists. You wouldn't even get Akira Toriyama without these manga artists. So yeah, that's like, fandom's going to be fandoms. You're going to have like diehard people who just, you know, gush over stuff and gonna defend their stuff. But you got to realize, people, you got to realize there's history, there's culture, there's past. We can't deny that. To see these people being so ignorant and not knowing the history is upsetting to me, and not knowing that there is certain types of shonen manga. You got crime, which is like, in a way, Death Note is essentially a battle manga, but it clearly is inspired by crime and thriller as well. But you have all different types of subgenres and stuff. So to me, to say like this is the Dandadan romance is the best romance in any shonen, I disagree with you there. However, I'm not going to deny it. It is good. Dandadan is good. I actually like the romance too. I really do. I think it's really good. But it's only like a little pebble in the water. It's just a little drip, a little drop compared to actual romantic shonen works. So yeah, if you've not heard of any shonen romances before, like, I highly recommend Eyes, Noso X Kimi. Some of these things can be kind of raunchy as well, like, you know, like, or it's not too adult. You have the ecchi drama and the signing stuff, which gets a bit really adult, and yeah, really, there ain't no kiddie stuff. But there is shonen stuff out there that is more on the teenage side of things and more like kind of like fan surfacey, like Deers, for example. So yeah, you have stuff like that. I don't want to see these great animes and mangas just shelved, and these people say, think is the problem when something gets popular though. As it gets more popular, it overshadows certain things. That's fair enough. That does happen. But when people start to, it becomes more overshadowed, and then we forget actual art and we forget actual good anime as well. But when we say these titles and say these things like, this is the greatest manga of all time, or this is the greatest mangaka, or this is the best romance, or this is the best battle manga of all time, like, this is the best battle manga, the best shonen manga, that's clearly subjective. Like, there's people who do not like Naruto, there's people who do not like Dragon Ball, there's people who absolutely despise Jujutsu Kaisen. So, you know, it's all subjective. Like, you're an Attack on Titan dude. We can't forget the history. We can't forget that there's other things out there. And that's what I wanted to say on this video. That's what I'm passionate about. There is good shonen romance manga out there. So please do not, if you like Dandadan and you like the romance elements in it, and you want a full-on, if you want something with actual fight scenes and like some relationships, maybe something a bit realistic, or maybe something funny or comical, like, there is other shonen manga out there that's not just battle manga. So yeah, I highly recommend what I mentioned before. So yeah, that's it. So all right, viewers, listeners, subscribers, tell me what's your favorite shonen romance. Also tell me what your favorite romantic moments are in a shonen anime. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching. Leave a like. I really appreciate it. And let's keep watching Dandadan, and let's keep watching some great romances.